Hey guys, Leanne Winston here. I want to say hello to everybody. I can see a few people have put their comments in the broadcast already, and I just want to say thank you for your patience with me starting half an hour later tonight. It has been a long week. For those that haven't realised I haven't been on much this week, I have been quite ill in bed most of this week. So this is probably I did a reading this morning over the phone, but it's actually my first time of coming live this week. So I just want to say hello and thank you for your patience once again in joining me. So I will see how I go tonight, if we do the full hour or not. And if I can't get through the full hour, you have to excuse me. I am trying to sort of keep my energy based for the weekend, as we've got the Adelaide Expo in the old Adelaide Jail, I should say, Expo. So I'm really looking forward to that and hoping that I will be able to make that side of it. So I think if I pace myself at the moment and I save my strength, I certainly will be able to get there for that side of it. Hey Stephen, hi to all those that are saying hello as well. Hey Danny, I am feeling a little bit better. But yeah, the energy levels are really low at the moment as well. So if I'm sort of a bit here and there, I had trouble even just starting the broadcast tonight. It was like, I didn't even think that I'm clicking on the button is basically what I'm doing to start. And it was like, it won't start. I'm thinking technology, my God. And I hadn't even brought myself up into the broadcast to be able to start it. Hey, Jeanette, I hope you're well, honey. And Natasha's just saying terms better soon. Thanks, honey. Beautiful. And whoops, things are moving. Feeling better soon. Yeah, that's actually how I read it, hun. So, here we are. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the universal energy at the moment is playing havoc on a lot of us as well. We're shifting a lot of energy and stuff like that. So, the headaches, the sore bones, the achy bones and stuff like that is quite a common thing, especially when we've got the solar storm and stuff that has been going on at the same time. So you may be feeling it in so many different ways in that sense. I have not ever felt as ill as I did on the weekend. Fine one moment and ill the next. It was just really weird with that side of it. Yeah, Theone, I've seen your son hurt himself as well today. I sent love and healing out to him as well. So the full moon and the illness and injuries. He's done a good job of himself by the sound of it. Natasha's feeling lost mentally. Yeah, that really doesn't surprise me at the moment, hun. And I think it's really important for us all to acknowledge how we're feeling in that sort of side of it. There's a lot going on in the world. As Leah's saying here, she's shared and she's in New Zealand as always. Hey, honey, thank you for sharing, hun. So there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of things going on around at the moment. And I think we just need to take a moment, stop, breathe, ground ourselves and acknowledge that stuff as well, whether it's mentally, it's emotionally or it's physically, because, it's all impacting us one way or another. And I do think that if we don't take that time for us, we're gonna sort of snowball in that energy type of thing. So I want to say, if you're finding yourself in your head at the moment, please ground yourself. Bring your focus down to your feet, down to the ground, and focus on your breathing. And when you do that, breathe deeply into your stomach, okay? Because when you're doing that and you're breathing in, you're actually bringing your energy in and you are centering it, but at the same time, through your breathing, you are raising your vibrations as well. And I really think at the moment it's important for us to do that. And I can see it in people's comments. Like, I've only scanned past a couple of comments at the moment, and I will go back over them in a moment as well and start bringing up your questions and answer what I can tonight. people are getting in their heads. I've looked at my phone today because of not being in the office for the last couple of days, as like I haven't really gone live to do my guidance cards and stuff like that either. People are getting very much in their own head, and when they're not getting the answers from me, it's consistent, it's constant messages, and that is just a pattern of being in our own head. So I want to say, bring that focus down, change that mindset side of it, because the universe is forcing us into old habits at the moment. It's bringing up the old habits, the old ways, and it's testing us. It's testing our strength to see if we've learnt those lessons in that side of it. And so I want to say, look at what's going on in your life. If you're finding and feeling that you've moved forward and you've been able to do some work on yourself, and the old habits are coming back up and you're noticing it, acknowledge it. Let it go. Like, give gratitude, let it go. Send it back to the universe, okay? I'm a big believer on sending things back to the sender where they've come from, whether it's another person, another human being, or it's universal energy and it doesn't serve me. Release it, send it back. Okay, Theone says, Leanne, hey honey, Adair told me you've been unwell. Hope you are on the mend. I do seem to be on the mend today, thank you. I actually thought Sunday night I was going to be put in an ambulance and sent to the Royal Adelaide, but thankfully I was able to persist in not going. I was quite happy with the doctor. I got beautiful staff up at the Mount Barker Hospital are incredible. So, and it's, I do need to put a shout out to them, because I walk in and they go, we know you, you're a migraine lady, because that's usually what I'm up there for. But this time it was totally different and unexpected. So I've always had, I think we've been up there 4 times since about November last year, between myself with migraines, my daughter with a couple of asthma attacks that she had, and then my outburst of health issues on Sunday afternoon. So they are incredible, and I'm sure all nurses are, and doctors as well, but they have always been there and made me feel very comfortable and got on top of things. So I was very pleased to come home to my own bed and spent the last couple of days there. Mind you, I couldn't help myself. I didn't have the energy to go live with Roz yesterday, and she did a really good job. Thanks, Roz, for your comment as well. Just noticed that. On her own yesterday, doing the show by herself, but I did lay in bed and watch and listen as I dozed on and off as well with that. So let's have a look at some of these comments anyway, because I could ramble on all night. You'll have to excuse my tiredness. I haven't even put makeup on tonight. I haven't even tried to eat tea yet, so that will be my next challenge tonight. So Grummy says, hi Leanne, thank you for your show. Weird question, but I seem to have people falling away from me, unfriending lately. What's going on? Or what have I done? Is it me or them or both? Do you know what? I think it's both. We kind of go, like, I notice people are outgrowing a lot of things at the moment, whether it's relationships, it's friendships, it's work. We are sort of all heading in different directions at the moment. So I want to say, Grommy, don't take offense to it. Those people, I believe that people come into our lives and they serve a purpose for a reason, and they will come and go. Some will stay longer, some will stay forever, sort of thing. So I want to say, just give gratitude for those friendships. My feeling is there is a shift going on around you at the moment, and people are you're going to find that you will make new friendships on a different level as well with that, okay? So like I said, don't take it to heart, okay? And Jasmine says, good evening, Leanne, how are you? Can I please have a card and guidance? Thank you. Guys, tonight I'm not actually going to get the cards out, because I just want to do the my connection with spirit and the intuition, the psychic side of it. And if you can keep your questions, especially more so tonight, more direct questions. As I said, my energy isn't the greatest at the moment. So, honey, if you'd like to ask a question in more direct sort of terms, that would be really appreciated, especially tonight. Okay, so we just got Sarah saying hello. I seem to be going backwards in the comments as well. I'll do this one and then I will go back the other way to more recent ones, because I think a lot of these questions, by the look of the time frame, were actually put up before we came live. So Amber says, hi Leanne, I hope you're doing well. Firstly, I would like to just say I don't have any spirits that I know of, as all my family that has passed, as all my family that has passed has gone before I knew them. It would have helped if I'd finished reading your question, sorry, hun. But I would love to know if any of them are guiding and looking after me. Thank you. Yeah, honey, I do feel there are a few with that side of it. And just because you didn't know them before they passed doesn't mean that they won't stay close to their family, because they do. They will stay very close to their loved ones, their family, so to speak, with that. And I actually feel you've got a wonderful, I get the number 7, so I feel like I've got 7 different energies around you that I need to acknowledge being there, keeping an eye on you and guiding you with that. Trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, hun, okay? Because and this is the important thing, guys. I need to get back onto the workshop side of stuff and pushing the advertising for my beginners to mid-level psychic medium one. As I said, I've been away from the computer a lot. I do go through periods where I do schedule posts. So if you've been seeing posts the last couple of days, that is more the events and stuff like that. That is more stuff that I scheduled prior to the weekend, so I can put my energy into other things and putting up questions and different stuff, doing these lives, so to speak. But excuse me, because I haven't been well enough to do that, I've sort of let it go a little bit. So, and I will touch on that at the moment. I should have had the link preset to put up in the agenda, but if you're interested in doing a workshop and discovering your own intuition, you might feel things, you might see things, you might sense, hear, whatever. There's so many ways we get our information, and I do have the workshop on my website, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. You can check that out. Go into the calendar, into the dates. It's the 6th and 7th of April in North Adelaide. And if you want to, you're interested in this stuff, or you do feel that you're intuitive, a lot of people will say they're interested, but they don't feel they're intuitive. We all have the ability to connect with spirit. It's just teaching you how to do it, to have give you the tools and support you in that way to work out how you work, sort of thing. I love when I do workshops and I teach people I go through how spirit actually connects with us. The looks on people's faces, it's like aha moments when they stop and think, oh my God, I've been doing that for a while. And so you may find when you understand this side of stuff and how it works that you've been doing it, and you might actually surprise yourself. So I just love watching my students walk out the door at the end of the workshop and I know through my own experiences in doing workshops, it's kind of like you feel that you've stepped into another part of your life, another area has opened up, and it's really exciting, but could be a little bit scary at times. But having somebody around you to support you, which I like to think I am there for my students after the workshop as well. You can always reach out and can ask questions and that after the workshops are finished. And even just the like-minded people that come together is incredible as well. So that really does, warm my heart to see like-minded people come together, the friendships, the bonds that create. And, for me, I've connected with through my training through Lisa Williams. For those that know Lisa from overseas, the international one, I went through and did extensive accreditations with her and stuff like that. And the friendships that were made from those workshops are incredible. And I call some of those people, my soul family, because it's like we we might not connect for 6 months or 12 months, but we pick up like it was yesterday and we kind of know where each other are at, sort of thing. So, and the same thing happens in these workshops. Bonds are made and connections and stuff like that. So the growth that comes through that. So if anybody's interested in that, certainly check out my website and my Facebook page. There is an event page for it as well. If you've got any questions, certainly please do reach out and inbox me and ask about them. So it's an amazing group already, the energy that's coming together for those that have paid their deposit or paid up even is... like I said, it's a great energy with that. Okay. Leah, sorry, honey, says, good evening, Leah, and I hope you're doing well. I was just wondering if you have any messages for me from my grandfather who passed on Boxing Day 2014. Okay. Straight away, honey, I'm drawn around the lungs, the chest area. So I want to say looking at breathing, heart area with him. So whether there was breathing issues or there was heart that caused the breathing side of it, I'm very much short of breath and drawn around that heart area with his energy. I do have his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself with that, hun. Now, I actually feel that he connects with you through your dreams at times. So I do get the reference to look at what the dreams mean for you. Now, all of a sudden, I really feel tired. Now, I don't know if this is your energy or it's your grandfather's energy. It could even be my energy. It's a little bit hard for me to tell at the moment with the way I've been feeling because my energy is up and down like a yo-yo, especially when I'm not eating very much at all. So I get the reference to look at the messages around you. I feel like I've put a feather in front of you at some stage, and I'm sorry I talk like I am your grandfather, but he makes reference to putting the signs in front of you, and I feel like I need to acknowledge the beautiful white fluffy feather with that. Now, I don't know if somebody draws a feather or you see drawings of feathers. I also need to acknowledge that side of it as well. So can I leave you with his love? Know he is very much around you, and that, like I said, there's a lot of pride and love that comes through, okay? And so, guys, just while I'm thinking about it, and I have a mouthful of lemonade, please feel free to hit the share button, invite your friends and family to join in, because you never know when these messages are going to resonate with some of those that you love. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm just scrolling through and I'm letting Spirit stop me. I am sort of looking for some newer names as well, rather than reading for the same people older that have been around a lot longer, so, and asking questions more often. So, I thank you for joining in, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit tonight as well. So Chantel, your name doesn't look familiar, honey, so welcome. She says, hello, any messages from me from Spirit? And I do, and I know your question was probably there just before I asked people to do more direct questions. But I just firstly I want to start with saying you need to look at the the need to communicate. I am being very much drawn around a blocked throat chakra for you at the moment. Now, the throat chakra is very much around communication, and I just feel that you need to be able to say or be heard, say what's on your mind or be heard at the moment. So I just feel there's things that you need to move in that way. So I'll leave you with that one, please. Okay. Thank you, Aurora. Evening, hope you're better. I am getting there slowly, very slowly. Bev says, can you tell me, will Eve find somewhere else to move to soon, please? Yeah, I get the 7, so whether it's in 7 days, 7 weeks, I just feel the 7 is very much around that. Could even be the 7th of April. With that side of it, I'm actually drawn more around the 7th of April, so I wouldn't be surprised if something comes up. I want to say Eve needs to let her expectations down a little bit, so whether she's sort of got in her mind what she's looking for and doesn't want to settle for any less. I just feel like I need to say not being quite so picky with that. Okay. Keita, hey honey, just wondering if my nan has anything for me, please. I've got a funny feeling you asked this last week too, hun, and I answered that. I do feel there is a lot of love, a lot of pride, and I get the reference to the feeling that you need to pull on your strength at the moment, your inner strengths. So look at what's going on around you. You've got the strength to deal with that stuff, okay? I don't get warning bells or anything like that going off, but I am being very much drawn to pull on your inner strength from within, okay? Jane says, I'm feeling awesome. New diet plan. Well done, honey. Excellent. Good on you. I need to get a little bit more on my food, I think, as well. I only said to my daughter today, when you don't really eat for 3 days, it's amazing how much your body feels like it's changing. I'm not going to get on the scales. I don't want to know what I weigh, but I just take it in how my body feels. So, Chantel's saying she's been sick with the flu after the week of headaches. Yeah. And I think partly, honey, that is probably a lot to do with the universal energy at the moment as well. So Jeanette's just saying she shared. Thank you, honey. Shayla, if you can ask more of a direct question, that would be good. Von's just saying to Danny, perfect timing. Wonderful. Welcome, ladies. It's nice to see you joining in. Thank you, Sam. I really do appreciate it. Oh, Christos is listening. May I hope you feel better soon. I send you lots of love and healing as well. So you're not supposed to kiss the ground with your lip. Okay. Things we do, but I did feel your pain, hun. Whitney's saying good evening, Leanne. Hi, honey. Hope you're well. And Jodie, if you could ask more of a direct question, that would be really appreciated. Thank you. Leah's just saying, definitely agree with you, Leanne. I've had to take time to reflect more than usual in the last week. Such a devastating day. It was, honey. And do you know what? I really think it's every week is a good week to reflect. I've got in the habit of what I usually try to do. I didn't get to do it Sunday because I felt too ill, but I usually try on a Sunday night just to take 5 minutes for myself, reflect on the week I've had, what I've achieved, what I haven't achieved, focus on the positive sort of side of it, and I let it all go to the universe. Because my theory is if we hold on to things for too long, everything snowballs and it just keeps adding up. So if we let it go, we move the energy easier than having to take time to do months and months worth of releasing and acknowledging. So, all right. So that, it's worth a try. If it works for you, why not? Shakti, sorry, honey, if I've said your name wrong, career guidance, please, and thank you. Honey, I actually feel like I've got change of career with you and I want to put the paperwork in front of you. So I do feel like I've got mounds of paperwork building up, and I actually get the reference to look at study with that side of it. And I want to say look at that in the next 2 to 3 months with that. So to me, it's the feeling that this is going to be put in front of you. All right, so I wish you all the very best with that. I just realised I don't even have my name up there tonight. That's how out of whack I am. Hey, Lynn, I hope you're well, honey. Jeanette says, I've been thinking about my brother-in-law lately. I'm wondering if he's at peace. Now, hun, yes, I do get that. Now, I want to say when those thoughts, those feelings come up and you're not meaning to think that, that is his soul with you at that very time. So I want to say, look at what's going on in your life at this time when you're thinking a lot about him. Trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, because that's basically in short terms of the senses that Spirit's going to use to communicate with us. So I do feel, yes, he's very much at peace. He's very much around you. Look at what's going on in your life. And he's trying to get your attention around that. But I get there's a lot of love and a lot of pride that comes through there. He knows how much he's missed. So whether you're missing him more than normal at the moment, I just get the reference to very much there. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning. Oh my God, where is my head? Good evening, gorgeous Sandra. God, I'm going to spit it out yet, aren't I? I am getting there. Thank you, honey. And I hope you're well too, and Mum's doing well as well. Natasha says, had to take my daughter out of school. Teachers, it was being a bully. Oh, nasty. Had to think of her mental health in year 12. Honey, you do. It is important to think of it. And I just think that is just disgusting that the teacher is bullying students. For those that didn't see my live broadcast, I think it was probably Wednesday last week. Wednesday or Tuesday, it might have been Tuesday, I actually went live and took a bit of a stand and gave my opinion on bullies, and hopefully out of that some people may have been able to take some tools to help them in making changes in those situations in their life. Yvonne says, sending love and healing to you. Thank you, Yvonne. I do appreciate it. Okay, Lynn. Whew. Okay, I see the face, the teary face there. And the moment I read your question about your dad's passing and anything from him, I felt your sadness, honey. So I want to say I still feel there's grieving to be done around his passing. I do feel that you struggle from time to time with this. Now, I need to acknowledge the picture of Dad in the frame. I only feel like I've got a small picture. So whether you've got that on the mantelpiece or the shelf, I actually feel like I'm more with a shelf with that side of it. I do get the reference to that picture moves at times, or you feel that Dad is looking at you. He makes reference to the movement around the picture in that side of it, okay? I do feel there's a lot of love, a lot of pride that comes through. And I do feel that Dad wipes your tears away at times as well. So know that he is very much at peace and very much around you as well with that, honey. And I send you a big healing hug. Okay. Hey, Van. Paula. Whoops, helps if I click on the button. I'm just realizing how red my cheeks are looking with this light on me as well. Oh, well, I'm glowing tonight. Not that I feel it. Hi, Leanne. Do you see a particular person watching over me? I get a grandmother, honey, with that. And I feel like grandma is very similar to mum as well. Okay. Raywin, hi, honey. You've changed your name on here. Aha. You had me there. Hi, Terry. Thank you for the smile. Hey, Kerry. Anything on my friend in the Gold Coast? You're in the Gold Coast. Beautiful. It must be beautiful weather up there at the moment. Okay. I get a male energy around you. What would be the frustration with this male's? I'll give you what I get, hun, because I feel like part of me wants to say you want to hear from a female energy, but I actually pick up on a male energy around you, and I get there is frustration. And I do feel this gentleman is a little bit, I want to say I don't know who the T is, or the Trev, or around this male. I don't know exactly that is his name. I do feel that I need to acknowledge the Trev around this gentleman. I do get the reference to this gentleman there was a lot of questions left unanswered with his passing. I pick up the number 7. I wouldn't be surprised if he was connected with motorbikes, or I'm on a motorbike when I pass, okay? I'm not sure exactly how he ties in with you, because he is throwing the information at me a million miles an hour sort of thing. So I don't, whether he went fast on the bikes and he liked that speed, that adrenaline, I just get the reference to very much connected around the family with you, with that side of it. I also need to acknowledge the person that had the cancer reference, okay, because I'm sensing the cancer there as well. There's a lot going on around you, hun. All right. And I need to acknowledge the 7th month being July. And I also feel like I've got connections in August around you as well. So I'm not sure what those dates, those months are, but if you'd like to let me know, that's fine. I hope that makes sense to you. But like I said, I don't feel this energy that I'm picking up on is exactly the one that you're wanting to hear from at the moment. Okay. For some reason, I want to acknowledge the relationship too. So whether I'm looking at relationship for yourself, I just need to acknowledge the relationship. All right, so can I leave you with that, please? And I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, Nita, hi, Leanne. Hope you're well now. It has been very full on the last few days. Do you have any messages for me about when I should move, please? I still feel like I'm a couple of months away with that, honey. And the energy has, yeah, I agree, it has been really full on. And I don't know if you're craving sweets at the moment, but with your energy, all of a sudden I'm craving sugar. That might actually be mine because I seem to do that late at night lately. That's why the lemonade. So, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just get the sugar. I actually feel that might be more for you. All right. Bev is suffering bad migraines. I feel for you. Oh, they're not good, honey, are they? I usually end up in hospital on a drip for mine. The last time I had a migraine, I was up there for over 6 hours and I still wasn't back to normal or close to normal when they normally send me home. And I think migraines and headaches, the body aches, is all to do with what we've been going through with the solar shower just recently as well. So I'm hoping this energy should start moving very shortly. Shakti, sorry, honey, if I said that wrong again, I didn't answer a question for you earlier on career. Okay, Jane would like to know more about relationship. I'm beyond ready. Honey, I want to say just be yourself. Open yourself up. Let those walls around your heart down because sometimes we can block ourselves without realizing. I do get it's coming and it's going to come in a way that you least expect it. So to me, it's the feeling it's going to be put in front of you when you're not really looking for them. Okay, so I do feel quite positive about that. Okay, Ben says, hi, Leanne. Anything for me, especially stuck with work? Pardon me, any changes coming in my way? Okay. Yes, but I feel like I'm more around June with that, hun. So I want to say it's more the feeling of needing to be patient. Go with this energy at the moment. Don't fight it because I do feel a lot of the hard work is behind you. So allow yourself to move forward. I kind of feel like you've got one foot in the door, one foot out at the moment. So I do feel there is frustration around that side of it as well. So I wish you all the very best with that. Okay, Whitney, can I ask anything will be okay with my pregnancy and will my partner be home for the birth of the baby? Yeah, I feel like both will go well, honey. I do feel that your partner will make it home in time. And I do get the reference to your pregnancy will be a healthy one with that as well. So I want to say try not to stress because I do feel that you hold on to the stress around your stomach area, okay? So when we hold on to that stress, that energy in our aura field, it manifests into the physical sort of side of it. So see yourself having a happy, healthy baby in pregnancy. The rest will take part with that, okay? Okay, so I'm just, you're welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. Theone says, yep, people are here for a reason. Seasons, lifetimes, old friendships fall away and make room for new energies. Yep, that's true. And, can only get bigger and better is my theory on that as well. Thanks, Ray. You're beautiful too, honey. Okay, guys, if you can try and ask more direct questions, I've got... Oh, clonk. Sorry, that's my stiff neck. ask more direct questions so I can put my energy into those as well, especially tonight. Sue says, hi, sweet, I'm broken. My son is not being nice. Do you see why he is being so nasty? I just want to me with my grandson. I get your son is very much in his own head, honey. This is a hard one. There's a lot going on, so I want to say there's a lot of things that aren't coming to the surface, so to speak. So to me, it's the feeling that your son holds. There's a lot of anger built up in your son, and I really don't know that he knows why he's feeling that anger. So I want to say, looking at that side of it. I also feel that you need to mirror that image back at him and give him a reflection of what he is putting on to you as well, because I feel that it's pulling you down, it's breaking your heart, so to speak. So I want to say, send that out there. Do the work on his higher being. Now, what I mean by that is asking his higher self, instead of talking face to face when you're not getting that communication, you're getting those blocks. Ask his higher self for permission to do the healing, the work, the communication with. If you get the answer back in your mind, yes, communicate with himself through your thoughts and try to move things that way, honey. When you do it, it needs to come out of love, okay? Not out of anger or fear or ego or anything like that. So I want to say, look at that side of it as well, okay? We can all do that on people. I do it to my husband when he's ill because he doesn't like me to do healings on him because he says it's that witchy-woo shit, so to speak. So I wait for him to go to sleep and then I ask his higher being for that permission. I always get yes with him. And with some people, I get no. And that's okay. If you get no, you don't go there. But I do the healing on him and he always will wake up in the morning and say, oh, I must have slept well because I'm feeling better today. So I just want to wring his neck when he's like that. But still, it's done its job. Okay, so just reflect that back at your son. I do feel things will get better. Things are really in heightened lately as well because we've been in that Mercury retrograde, so communication, technology, all that side of stuff has broken down a lot, and we just need to be a lot more patient with things like that at the moment. Okay. Raise, hi Leanne, am I on the right track with education? Thank you. I was getting yes, honey, before I even read your question, so well done. Keep up the good work. Okay, Sam, is my brother going to be okay? Yes, hon, I do get that. Yes, as an answer with that. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget to hit the share button. Invite your friends and family to join in as well. The more the merrier in that way. Also, don't forget to hashtag where you're from as well, so I know how far these lives are going at the same time. And once again, I just want to say thank you for your patience in me starting later tonight than normal. It's not going to be a normal thing, but tonight I just needed some time to rest and get a bit of energy back. Just even driving down to the bus stop and running into a shop to get some stuff for the kids for tea was very draining. So it just says, hi Leanna, I've had constant dizziness for almost 2 months now. The last week was one of the better weeks, except today it's come back worse. No doctors have answers for me. Will this go away soon? It's chewing up so much of my life. Oh, honey, I send you lots of love and healing. I would ground yourself, honey, because I do feel that your energy is a little bit out of whack and my ear is ringing with you. So I want to say look at the inner ear area. So whether it's a bit of vertigo type style, it's a feeling, it is possibly a feeling that it's energy that is causing that as well. So I want to say cleanse yourself, cleanse your aura, go down if you can. Go and climb in the ocean, the salt water side of it. I just feel that's going to help you with that. Or look at float tank or something with the minerals in it as well with that. Okay, I do feel that it will get better. All right, just breathe. See yourself releasing it back to the universe. Hey, Kathy. Many people are out of sorts or unwell at the moment. Roz, did very well yesterday. Well, you took a sickie. She did. I was really proud of her too. You can see she was a little bit not uncomfortable, but nervous to start with. But the moment she got into it, she was extremely good. Glad to hear you're on the comeback, Leanne. Yeah. So am I, because I don't want to feel like that again. Hey, Annette, you're coming through as My Time TV as well, so I know it's you being OB too. So you might need to, you know how to do that. I do the same thing every time I post on something with My Time TV. I forget to click over to my file, my profile. Amber says, "Hey, hope your night gets better. Sending positive vibes your way." Oh, thank you, honey. I love a smiley face. Is there anything coming through for me? Have lost a few very close friends and family members over the last 2 and a bit years. That meant the world to me. One especially. Okay, who would have been the sister-like energy to you, honey? I feel like I've got sisters, or if she's not your sister, the closeness in your relationship was like a sister. Sorry, I've got to take your comment down. It's hiding my face, I just realised. So I get very strong sisterhood energy there with that side of it, is probably the way to put it. I get there's a lot of love and a lot of pride that comes through now. I actually feel like I've got, whether it's 2 in 2 months, I get the reference to they are very close, or two at a time even is the feeling with that. So, okay, words left unsaid is the feeling I get with that. So whether there's things that you haven't felt that haven't been able to say, and you've been able to say that since the passing, I just get the reference to those words were very heard with that. Okay, you've got a lot of beautiful angels around you, honey, and that's the way they literally present themselves to me, is as angels. Okay, Celie says, "Wow, your workshop sounds great. It's going to be amazing, honey. I am looking forward to it." So, and for those that aren't in the Adelaide area, the venue certainly has accommodation, and we've done a package with them for a night's accommodation and breakfast included in that deal. So if you're interested and you're coming from out of town, you're flying. I know we've got people from, I think it's Barmera, Bordertown, Whyalla, coming for this, as well as local people. So I'm really excited with that. Thank you, Kathy. I know I had a lady actually contact me and said that you referred me, so thank you very much. I do appreciate that as well. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Ray. Hey, Janice. Beautiful. Okay. I love the hearts. Thank you. Thanks, Sam, for sharing. I really do appreciate it. Leah, you're amazing. Thank you. Everything was right. I was only little when he passed, and have memories of hiding his hat and collecting feathers and shells with him. Oh, no wonder it was so strong with the feathers. I also very tired of, oh my God, so it's midnight there in New South Wales. That's right. New Zealand. My God. Sorry, honey. You are quite a few hours, like a couple of hours ahead of us. What's that? Yeah, you're good 2 hours ahead of us. All right. Taylor. Hi, Leanne, can you see me finding my own home soon? Thank you. Yes, I get yes to that. And this year is the reference I get. 30-30 diet, Jane. That sounds interesting. My diet's 90-10 at the moment, 90% nothing and 10% little food or liquid more so. But that's okay. Hey, Tabitha, hey, first time watching, wondering if my pop has anything for me. Today is, I was going to say, what's the celebration? Is he 6 years since he passed away? Honey, thank you for joining in and welcome to my page. And it's funny because reading your comment, I was getting the celebration. So whether you look at it more as a celebration of his life than you do of his passing, I just get it's more about the happiness. So would I be right in saying he was more about focusing on the positive the beautiful memories that were left behind rather than the sadness side of it. I do feel he was such a loving gentleman. I get the hand on the heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well, honey. So I do feel he is very much strong around you. For some reason, I want to tip the hats. I don't know of times if he would wear one of those round brim hats. I just feel like very much a gentleman. And when they tip the hat, it is usually my sign for a gentleman in that side of it. So I just get very loving, very warm energy. I get he could be stubborn when he wanted to, but there was a very soft side to him as well. So can I leave you with his love, please, honey? All right. Bev's just saying thank you so much. That's really helpful. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. All right, guys. Well, I might just touch on what is coming up. I'm feeling very hopeful to be able to attend the Adelaide Old Jail Psychic Fair this Saturday. That starts from 11 to 8 p.m. I do have some bookings left. I think my day's probably nearly half full with pre-bookings. So I'm planning on taking it very easy, saving up my energy and building up into that for Saturday's day as well. It's my first time actually reading at the Old Jail. I've been there, done a couple of ghost tours, and it's been incredible, the interaction that we get with spirit there as well. So it's going to be incredible setting up and reading in a little cell by ourselves sort of thing. So that's going to be really interesting. If you are interested in coming along and having a reading with me, if you don't make a pre-booking, I will be found in cell number 25. Now keep in mind, that starts at 11. My guess is probably by about 2 o'clock, the day will fill up quite quickly with that. So there are obviously other readers there, but I always say to people, go to who you are drawn with. You can also check out in the store area now. I'm not sure if it's in the courtyard or it's in the car park out the front. My parents, Margaret and Robert, will be out there with all my product, well, a lot of my products, selling them as well. So those two, my parents will be looking after that for me while I'm doing the readings in that side. Then from there, we've got, what's next? We had Flinders Street last weekend, Adelaide Jail this weekend. Have a look in the advertiser as well, because I know it's been advertised in there recently and got more coming up as well. Then the 6th and 7th is my beginners psychic medium development workshop. Now that is for those that have no experience to a bit of experience. That's a 2-day workshop in North Adelaide, and I'm really looking forward to that. As I said earlier, there's a beautiful group of people coming that have booked into that already. So we've got that side of it. Then what have I got in April? I'm basically working on workshops, getting other programs up and running, but I'll tell you more about that later. In May, I am in Golden Grove the day before Mother's Day, the 11th of May, at the Spiritual Wellness Fair once again. So I'm really excited to be back there reading and with my stock as well. And then following that, the 24th, I've missed the 4th of May as well. We're doing the girls, the ladies' night out psychic show at the Gawler Racecourse, Barossa Gawler Jockey Club. With that, I'm not sure if tickets are still available. You can certainly find the details in my events on Facebook and on my website as well. I should just put that back up. And you can certainly contact the Beautiful Sky to see if there's tickets available still for that. But that's going to be an amazing night. You get Nibbley's glass of wine on arrival, and I think there's 4 of us that are demonstrating for reading for the crowd as well. With that side, there are stall holders there selling products, as well as the readers. I'm pretty sure most of the readers are doing little 10-minute readings on the intervals and before the show as well. And so I'm really, really proud to be taking, or really honoured to have been asked to be a medium on that night as well. Then I'm heading off, as I said, the 11th of May is Golden Grove. Then the 24th, which I know I haven't got details on my website as yet, I'm just waiting for the post to come through from the venue. The amazing demo club in Broken Hill has asked me to join in and do another live show there as I did last year. So I will be there on the Friday night, Saturday, there will only be very limited spots for readings on the Saturday, but the live show will be happening on the Friday night. So if you're interested in that, you can certainly contact the demo club for tickets on that, for that event as well. So then June, I will be running an advanced mediumship class as well. So if you're interested in that, please inbox me. I will start to release the information and set up the event page very shortly on that as well, because that's going to be a bit bigger one. That will be a certificated course as well. So if you're interested in joining in on that, it's going to be some online and a day, possibly a day or two in a workshop as well. So we're going to change that one up a bit. All right, guys, I might leave it with you with that. I do appreciate your understanding with me running a bit late and not being 100% tonight. So I'm going to go and maybe try and eat something, have a bit of a rest before heading to bed a bit later on, and save my energy and look forward to connecting with those lovely people that come out to the old jail on Saturday, between 11 and 8 p.m. If you do want to make a booking with me, please go to my website that's going across the screen. You hit the service button. You will find buttons in there to take you to my calendar. I do ask people not to, please respect my boundaries and not inbox me asking for free readings. I do put my time and my energy into these live shows to give back to you guys when I can and as often as I can. And lately it's been 3-4 hours a week that I'm doing this. If you do have a question you haven't been answered and you do need answers sooner, I do offer one question readings, which is done through our email. So you book when you book and you pay for it, you put your question, your one question in the notes section, and then I email you back at the time of your reading your answer as well. So please, once again, do respect my wishes with that, because my inbox does get flooded with a lot of people wanting free readings. Okay. All right. So I appreciate your following, you're helping me share these pages and everything else. I want to say, guys, take some time for yourself. Just sit with your energy, acknowledge what's going on, do the reflection and let go. Know that there is a lot going on in the universal energy that we are feeling in the physical, the emotional, and the mental side of stuff, the mental state. Acknowledge it and let it go. Don't fight it, because the more you fight it, the more you're going to find that you're more exhausted in that way as well. So I wish you all the very best. I don't know that I'm going to get back online tonight and do a guidance card, but I will try to get that done tomorrow for everybody as well. All right, take some time for yourself, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.